Okay, thank you for watching here on YouTube. We do have a little quickie message for whoever this is for, and I do have to make it quick. I did 2 shorts on my TikTok platform if you're interested in the Daily Dose of Bad Karma reading as well as the Daily Dose of Dharma reading, okay? They're both about 10 minutes each. I think they may still be being processed, so I'm not sure. But if you would like to check it out, click on I think there's a link with the TikTok, with my TikTok profile. If you go onto the home page here, okay? So there is a message that there is a toxic, karmic, covert, narcissistic spiritualist that's about to bolt. They're about to run, okay? And it's due to all of these injustices here, okay? So there's somebody that has challenged this person, called them out. It could be somebody who decided to come out of whatever little group or clique or whatever this was with this person here. And so there was some kind of fight and some kind of altercation. Something is being discussed. They're being exposed and called out. People are wanting out of, whatever kind of craziness that they had going on with this person, or that they found out about this person. And yeah, they were warned that they have no protection, okay? And I think they could have went to seek or asked something about why, and it was told to them why, like, you have no protection, you're on your own. And we're not a part of this. We're not interfering here. We're not going to bail you out. You have no protection. So they got backlash with Magician and the Mirror in Reverse for continuing to do shit to the collective and their children. These are the people who have been siphoning the elderly, sick, disabled, weird shit. Okay, they've been stealing, whether it is money, resources, gifts that were for whatever. In some cases, it's energy. These are people who dream infiltrate, astral project. They know about that stuff, okay? And it's sickening, okay? They did blood sacrifices, stuff that they would never admit to. And for some of you, like the families that they're a part of, may not, the ones that are a part of it knows, okay? But the ones who wouldn't dare participate in that type of stuff, they have no idea about that, whether they're religious, Christian, or whether or not, they don't know about that stuff, okay? And that's why it's kind of jarring, because it's like, huh? So people feel some kind of way. I was asking if I was like, damn, when I got the message, I was like, did somebody threaten to beat their ass, nigga? I mean, because the way the reading was going, I was like, what happened to them? Did somebody say I'm gonna beat, get in their face and say, I'm gonna beat your ass, bitch. I'm gonna beat you like you stole something, because you did, and you're foul, you're nasty, you're an abomination, because this person is. And I hate to say it. No, I like to say it. I take that back. It's not the truth. The truth is, I like to say it. You know what I'm saying? But when I say that I hate to say it, is because it's saddening to me. That's why I say that. It's not something that I would want. It's not something that is saddening. I mean, for real. Like, who wants to believe they come from people that are an abomination? Okay? That's willing to do abominable things. Because, see, I'm not talking religious talk to y'all here when I say that. Okay? People that are willing to do abominable things, okay, to their own people, to their own family, especially the disabled and elderly, you know what I'm saying, who can't, especially disabled people, like, who ain't done nothing to nobody on this earth but exist. You see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, look, for source, they're nuts, so. They're nuts. And they have been doing this to disabled people and people that are sick and resting here. Okay?
How did you use all this?
I'll give you some more today. I'm recording, okay? There you go. I don't want him on the camera right now. Not right now, because these sickos.
I'm sorry for the sneeze, though.
It's okay. Yeah, but these sickos have, got me ready to go postal. Okay, because it's like, ugh, disgusting. But as I was saying, it's coming out. This person is a thief. Also, people are finding out like this is what these people do. Like it's not just one person. It's not like they just did something to the collective and to the collective's children. No, they are responsible. Okay, sorry. They're responsible for deaths. Many. They're responsible for deaths. They're responsible for people getting sick. They're responsible for all sorts of tragedies and loss that seem to be kind of weird. And the common denominator is that person and the people that she worked with. Okay. And when I say work with, I'm not talking about necessarily workspace. I'm saying work with those who are a part of that nastiness. Okay. Those who benefit off of that, participate. You see what I'm trying to say? Now, so people are finding out like they are being offered money from weird groups to do things, that they're, have been getting insurance policies as well as inheritances, because in some cases, if some of the people happen to, because not everybody has a will and testament, not everybody has anything to offer with the will and testament. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of, in situations, if they do, they have been able to manipulate their way into will and testaments. They have stolen and have convinced people to give them stuff, and they have done so many things. This is how they've been able to get success. Okay. So what ends up happening now, as it's coming to a wrap, they now know that they don't have any protection, that they're not going to be able to protect themselves, that the Seven of Wands is going to hit pretty damn bad. They were told, maybe they even felt the wrath of it because it was Seven of Wands, Page of Swords, that this was going to hit hard, that the more they kept attacking the collective or sending shit or taking something out on the collective or taking something out on the collective's children, or the more they kept at it, that this was going to increase. Because somebody found out that they were doing something out of retaliation. Like some of the stuff is, I'm mad that my other shit is not working, or I'm mad that other people are choosing to leave me alone, or I'm mad that other people are choosing to no longer want to work with me, that I'm mad that I'm getting karma, I'm getting shit for my past behavior. And the truth speakers are why. So I am going to hit them and whatever matters to them. So I'm going to attack their health and well-being. I'm going to attack their children's health and well-being. I'm going to follow them around. I'm going to infiltrate their life. I'm going to use my influences and my connections to tap into their devices and to tap into, to have my tentacles all over the place. And nobody's going to know it because I'm going to deny it. But this has come out. So there's somebody here, or maybe a couple of somebodies that says this is disgusting. You're an abomination. You too damn old, because some of these is old bitches and old niggas, okay? And don't misunderstand when I say niggas. That's my slang, okay? This is any race, any culture. Okay, but it's almost insult to injury, adding on top of the fact that it's disgusting, right? when you add in the factor of, oh, this ain't some silly little 25-year-old that's just young and dumb and, you know, no, this is old people that should know better. Old people that preach the gospel and that claims to be these godly people. Old people that are so-called pillars of society. Old people that want to talk and tell the youth about the proper way to live. Old people. Right? That's what's the insult to injury, because they want to be leaders and pillars of society and all of those things. So that's what makes it even all the more disgusting. All the more. So they were told, you will pay. So now what they're doing is running towards, I asked, who are they running towards? I said, well, with this running and avoiding here, because I got 10 of swords. Somebody already said, this is it, you're done, or something is happening here. There's a loss of connection and a friendship. 2 of cups is in the reverse. So I said, who is she running to? The first card that came out was strength. Leo, so it could be another fire sign. Don't have to be. Okay. But for some of you, they're going to a corrupt lawyer. Okay. They have, because I have King of Swords in the reverse, which can represent an official, but they're corrupt. So they could be running to another narcissist. Isn't that how it works, though? So right now, they're trying to get to this person for some protection or trying to figure out something here, because right now they're just on the run. They're trying to get out. Maybe there's travel issues. There's some, maybe they don't know how they're going to be able. They're looking for some rest. They're trying to get to somebody here. And this could be, yeah, to find some rest. So this, which is about to be, you guys, if this hasn't happened yet, because remember, my readings are timeless. Some of you all, this is happening live, you know what I'm saying, in real time as I'm speaking, okay? Others of you, this could very well have already happened in the past. And then others of you, this could be the, you know, the near future based on the current energy as I did the reading, okay? So now, that's what they're doing. They're trying to run to this person. So let's get the outcome of that, because I did have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, thinking, man, again, this could have been a friendship, partnership, breakup. I'm not sure, because they came out as, I wonder who is that, or was that the person who told them something? I didn't get that far. Okay, so we know what they're doing. They're about to boat. Just so y'all know, whoever this applies to, they're about to boat. Okay? After whatever conversation, whatever have went down here, they're now about to try to go run and hide at a narcissist's house. Hey, looking for a narcissist. Yep, they sure are. A corrupt authority. I mean, because that's your best bet, right? You know, think about it. If you toxic, you fucked up, and you already, so what you gonna do? You gonna try to find you gonna go in your Rolodex. Rolodex of corruption. Where can I go? People, I don't know. Some narcs are gonna have sense to not even, you know, it depends on how sensible they are. Because some of them, still stupid. Others of them might be like, do I really want to, because, you know, they still narcissists. Do I want to risk my shit? Do I want to risk my shit? You know? Like, when they're my mind? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If I was a narc, you know what I'm saying? Ah, did I say that out loud? I said if I was a narc, I would be thinking logically. But the whole idea of the, narcissistic, it's very self-serving. And, so as a narc, I would, add cost to benefit ratio. You see what I'm saying? I would be like, I don't know. I'm feeling some kind of way about this one because you got the world possibly after your ass now. So I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth investment. Okay. So let's see the outcome of that. Okay. Real quick with a different tarot deck because they are running to a Leo possibly or an air sign. Okay, because we have fire and air. That's where they're going, if y'all want to know. So if y'all know who they connects is, if you know who they connects is, that's where they're going. Okay. What's going to be the outcome of that? What's going to be the outcome of that for the ones that's on the run here? Oh, Queen of Cups in the reverse. I don't know. That's not really a good sign. They are, okay, so they're going to lay it on thick. Okay, that's emotional manipulation. They are going to lay it on thick. They may be crying. Boy, I'll tell you what. They may be crying. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, to get somebody to be loyal to them. This person could have been loyal to them in the past. Let's see. Oh, but it's not going to work out in their favor. Okay, because I have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, let me see. Hold up. They may go crying, saying, I don't have anything to offer. I know I don't have anything to offer. I know I rejected you. Or I know, like whatever this is here, I don't have anything. Please, please. I know I walked away from you. Eight of Cups. I know I was emotionally immature. I know I'm immature. I know I caused you to walk away from an opportunity. I know I... Please. Please. Four of Cups in the reverse. I know I stole opportunities. I know I caused you to miss out on opportunities out of boredom. I know I didn't make good on something. Ten of Cups in the reverse. I'm so sad I've lost it. I know I caused you much sadness and I call it in. I'm so sad. I lost everything. They might even lie. I would never, because it depends on how much the person actually knows. If they already know the deal, then you can't very well manipulate in that way. If they don't know the real deal, then they're gonna manipulate that. I would never do so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is going to work out because I'm getting too many not good. They're all in reverse. Queen of Cups reverse, Ace of Pentacles reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse. I was asking about the outcome. So, and here's the King of Wands upright. Interesting. Maybe, ooh. So maybe it is a fire sign they're going to. Could also be a baby daddy. You got to pull out all the stops now. What do? You know, you're getting caught up. What do? You got to pull out all the stops. Queen of Cups reverse, high level manipulation. Emotion, element of water, okay? The cups is water, emotion. So they're gonna lay it on. Yeah, and they may even try to hide something or even try to do a binding before they go. They're possibly gonna try to do like a binding, blinding domination spell on the person before they get there. Okay? To hide the truth. Yeah. The star here and Two of Swords. Yeah, they may do a domination spell first with this Page of Wands in the reverse. So before they get there, they may be doing a domination spell, a binding spell, or a compassion spell. Yeah. They're going to do that first. Yeah. To get them, to help them. To get them to see that they're, you know, as these damsels in distress. But some of them are going to be turned away. Final outcome. Some of them, as they get there, they're going to be turned away because of what they decided, you know, with this, yeah. What they decided to do to cause confusion, domination, binding, blindings. Yeah, Seven of Swords in the reverse, yeah. Deciding to hide the truth, deciding, you know, so this person may even just say, you know, you should be truthful or I can see the truth. Yeah. You should have stopped playing games. You should have stopped attacking people. You should have stopped stealing. You should, you know, you hid this. You should have stopped. Yeah. Eight of Wands in the reverse. You should have stopped. You should have stopped. So yeah, this they're going to be heartbroken. It's not going to go anywhere. They may hide this from them though. They may just entertain their conversation. And with this Two of Swords, you know, the person may end up hiding, because if they're a lawyer, then lawyers they have a way, you know, they're not going to go and have an argument and go back and forth, especially when they know that they're dealing with people that are highly manipulative, especially if it was somebody that they have past dealings with anyway. So they might hear them out, okay, and hide the fact that they're going to choose to not help them out with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Realizing like, no, I don't want no part of this Three of Swords. And so this person's going to end up feeling betrayed when it doesn't go anywhere and burdened down. Ten of Wands. Mm-hmm. Okay. Will this person get any support at this point? Will they get any help and support with this foolery? And will it go in their favor? I don't care who. Will they get? I don't care who. Some people could be catching on that it's like you're signing up for something to kind of follow your own life. Like at some point, it's like, look, you could be fond all you want. You better count up the cost. The Fool. The Sun. No, damn. Three of Swords. Queen of Swords. Four of Wands. If a Queen of Swords, let me see. I don't know. Seven of Cups, that's illusions. That's options. Chariot. Ace. So what they're going to do basically is go continue to seek their options of, you know, they may even try to find people who got love for them. So they may circle through like their family first, who they feel still got love for them, or younger people who they feel still have love for them. Others of them are going to do what they've been doing for many years. They're going to exploit their love life. Okay. They're going to exploit their love life. You know, people who have always had a crush on them or something like that, okay, to get them to want to help and support. It may be their mother. So they, with the Empress in the reverse, what's going to happen is they may end up going to their mother, okay, who they know love them, okay. Now, it's kind of toxic, distorted, because the mother is involved in this stuff. You know, she's a part of it, right? So they may end up circling to their mother or a mother figure or someone that they looked at as a mother, if it's not their mother, okay? After circling through all of their options, and then if they had any of their past lovers' mothers, okay? So if they don't end up with their mother, they may go to their past lovers' mothers who may have loved her, okay? Because, again, they were equally toxic. They were equally involved in some things here, okay? So that might be, but she's not going to get any healing. Yeah, it's not going to go in her favor. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is still not going to go in her favor. Yeah. Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. It's not going to go in her favor. Okay. All right, you guys. Collective, as for you, you know, you all be safe. You know, if you all haven't amped up your security, amp up your security. Okay. Sophisticate your security monitoring system. Okay. As I have for my son. Okay. Because what we're wanting, you all, is we're wanting people to get called. It's no more, because it is what it's going to be. So we're wanting them to keep at their shenanigans. If they're calling you, if they're tapping into your devices, if they're infiltrating accounts, if they're, you know what I'm saying, trolling about you all's locations and stuff, we want them to keep at it. Okay? We want them to keep at it. Because if you're security, if you've hired somebody, yeah, and I highly recommend you do, okay? Now, if you can't afford it, I understand. But I recently found out that you can hire a private investigator on you, which is possibly less expensive, depending on where you are located and stuff like that. You won't. Now, here's the tricky thing, is if you're hoping to be able to like see where they are, like a bodyguard, it's not really like that. It's not a bodyguard, okay? The private investigator is not a bodyguard. That's a different function. So you, if you do this, even you, okay, because what they're trying to do is get accurate, because they don't want you to just be able to move in a certain way. You see what I'm saying? So the whole thing, they're trying to get accurate data. And if you know where they are, their schedule, what car they're in, and who they're sending. You see what I'm saying? So be okay with that. All right? That means you may be looking, you know, booty, but, you know, you may be looking scruffy any certain day. You know, if you out early in the morning, late, you know, be all right with that. They're trying to trail activity. They're trying to pick up patterns. They're trying to see who's coming around you, who's circulating, and how often. If people are coming up to doors, if they're going up to patios, and, you know, if they are seeming to show up in places that you frequent. You know, they're trying to gauge it. And for some of you, they're trying to see if it's even in the same, you know, if you're an apartment complex, they're trying to see if it's people associated with the complex. Okay. All right. So be okay with that, because that's going to work in your favor. All of these things. Okay. In terms of restraining orders, you know, the thing about that is that's something hard to do. You're going to have enough evidence. And I think that's so unfortunate. The only time that I've ever been able to get a restraining order, because, you know, this is many years ago, this person was an addict and they would not stop calling me, and they started threatening not only their life, but they were threatening mine. Okay. So in that case, it was super serious, and, you know, I had that to stand on. Okay. But if that's not the case, it's hard to be able to get that. Now, I do recommend if going to make statements though. Okay. And again, the reason why I say that is because though you might not be able to get a restraining order, the fact that you have been reporting activity and you have given them the information to the best of your ability, that's on record. Okay. But I hope for your sake, you're being honest, because karmics do that all the time. Okay. So that's something else that's going to work for you. And this is why a lot of people may get in trouble if something happened to you, something happened to your children, because many of you have gone to law, you've gone to police, you've gone to property managers, you've gone to bosses, you have gone to all sorts of people, even social media owners, and they do nothing. Yet they're really quick to want to, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting. Okay. So do those things. In the end, it's going to all work for you. Okay. This is going to be what works in your favor. Yeah. Continue to be you. Okay. You are an angel of love. You might be 49 years old. Okay. And people may, you know, your happiness is here. Okay. These people ruined your reputation. They were not grateful for you. Okay. It's okay. And for some of you, this is your own mother or a mother figure or a sibling or an aunt or a cousin. Okay. So just know, okay, things are going to balance out for you here. Okay. All right. So that's beautiful. Angel of Love 49. These hostilities are being put to rest. It's okay. Because you've been a warrior, no doubt. Okay. You're like, shit, fuck it. Yeah. Shit, nigga. It's just like, shit. This to the end, nigga. Shit, we gonna do this to the end. That's how I roll now, motherfuckers. But it's okay. This is done. This is being put to rest. Hostilities in the reverse. Okay. You're going to get your happiness here, the illusions, all of that stuff that they've been doing, door to spirit. Yeah. Could be somebody finna die. Oops. Well, I'm just saying. You people keep trying to kill you. Shit. Keep trying to kill you. Keep trying to kill you. Them strategies are being put to rest. And balance is being restored. Them strategies are being put to rest. Balance is being restored for you and your children to balance you all out from these weirdos. Okay? Anxiety reverse, this toxic family. A family could be finna go to jail, or a group, or because, you know, whatever they were doing to tie you up and your children up for their own gain and shit, to cause you unrest. For their own abundance. Again, from your toxic parents. King and Queen of Cups reversed. Ooh-wee. For some of you, is what they did to a toxic parent. The people could have been blaming you. Again, you're innocent. You're innocent. They could have blamed you. They did it. They did it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. They did. And you're about to get this justice for it. You don't have nothing to worry about. Anxiety reversed, door to spirit, angel of balance. This toxic family or people attacking your happiness, this is going into the reverse, okay? With this 4, this definitely could be home life, foundation, 4+ people. But with this rainbow, you see how the rainbow is in reverse? Now, ironically enough for you, collective, that sadness that people got their happiness on is about to turn into a happy face for you. Okay? Because this is who you are. You are the angel of love, 49. And you always have been. You always have been. You fighting for your life was exploited by these lowlives. And they hid behind that. And all these people are going to be paying for it.